I have more problems with just the intros than anything. I don't know why. It always freezes. I don't know why. But anyway, whatever. What's up, guys? Friday, 7 o'clock. We're here. No, we're not. No, I'm not gonna say it. So what is up? Very bright where you are.
I know. The sun's going down in the back, and I was going to sit in another area, but it's a mess because I'm like moving stuff from one place to another.
Oh, don't worry. I got area over here. I got all kinds of paperwork over there with food.
Right?
Plus the mess back there that you can't see. I'm good at hiding stuff, but there's not enough time in the day to do anything.
No.
Anyway, tonight we're going to talk about documenting paranormal activities. Kind of go along with what we talked about last weekend, or last Friday, I should say. But it might not. I don't know. Maybe.
I like it.
But tonight I'm not drinking a beer because I have to drive after this. We're going up to our campground. So I'm drinking a Pepsi Cherry. Yeah, lucky you.
No alcohol for me either.
Yeah. Well, between packing for the weekend and having to go do a baptism tomorrow, bring all that stuff. So I'm like double booked. I've got Edison over there. Come on, Dad, we gotta pack. We gotta go to camp. And he's trying to go up to the campground without Sandy.
No.
He wants to go to the campground so bad, but he's willing to leave Sandy home.
Poor Sandy. She's still working?
Yeah, she should be getting off right about now. So I don't think she'll probably be home about 7:30 or so. He's in the living room watching Paw Patrol. Forgive my shirt. I don't know. You can see the stains and stuff on it. I just couldn't find a clean shirt to wear. It didn't have any stains. Perks of being a truck driver, mechanic, you name it, whatever.
Yep.
So just be lucky you can't smell me today.
Oh.
Hey, dealing with some of them pesticides.
Yeah.
Some of them pesticides stink. And it gets in your clothes and it gets in your nose. Oh, speaking of that, listen to what happened to me yesterday. So we're gonna get to documenting in a few minutes, but I gotta tell the story. So yesterday morning, I go to work, and we're spraying corn. Okay, so we have an outside contractor spraying corn for us because he's got the higher machine and the corn's like 6-7 foot high. So he can get to the corn easier than we can with our machine, and it's not going to kill it. Right? So I get in the tanker and I'm start it up, let it run. I'm doing my paperwork and all that, and I hear Amazing Grace playing, like really, really low.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, why is that happening? So I turn the radio up thinking it's the radio. Nope, radio's all static.
Uh-huh.
I looked at my phone. I'm like, not my phone. I'm like, okay, where's this coming from? For like an hour, I heard Amazing Grace playing. Even with, I had my, earbud in. I had one earbud in. And I was listening to a podcast. Yeah, and I could still hear it over the podcast. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. It was weird. I don't know where it came from. Maybe it was a sign. Maybe God was telling me something. I don't know. If he has, he wasn't very clear. No offense.
Yeah, right? They never are. None of them. Not a single one.
Like
Not even
like
ghosts
seriously?
and all that stuff.
Yeah, they make you work for it. Like I work 70 hours a
Yeah.
week. Well, 50 hours a week since I cut back overtime. But I work all these hours a week, and then you're still gonna make me think. You need to pay me more.
Right?
Just kidding. It was weird, and I don't normally hear stuff like that. And where we are is, cell service is spotty. So my phone really didn't have any service other than they had like one bar, and it was just barely able to play what I was listening to. But I was hearing it at a very low frequency through my ears. I don't know. Does that make me clairaudient? I don't know.
Might be.
Maybe. I don't know.
Might be opening up.
Possessed. I don't know. Maybe. Not. Probably. Whatever. No demon wants to deal with me. They're gonna call an exorcist to get out of me.
All right. So tell me about this documentation.
So a lot of teams, they don't document. You know how a lot of these teams are. They're just doing it for the fun. They go in, they go to a location, they got their cameras and their EMF meters and their recorders and all that stuff. And now there's a big glare. That's like a big smudge.
I know, it's crazy. But can you see me better?
Yeah, I can see you better. I'll tell you what, I'm going to send you some rain because we're going to get rain today. It's been gloom and doom here.
I don't want any rain.
Why not?
We've had too much.
What? Have a good stream. Yeah, I'm not putting that up. Yeah, I'm not putting that up. I think, yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm not putting that up. Anyway, so, there's a lot of teams, and I'm sure we all started this way. I know I did. And I really didn't document evidence, right? Going when I started out, unless it was like good. Now I literally have one computer for doing work on, and literally this computer is work on it, but it's more of an evidence computer. Things like 18, 20 years old. I've had that as long as I've been with Sandy. And I got that around 2008, 2009. It's still kicking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it also helps my father-in-law builds computers, so anything goes wrong, I take it to him. But anyway, so now document everything. This, from the time I show up, this is what one of the case file looks like for us. Okay. We got our permission forms. This is only thick because they have like 6 kids and I needed permission to talk to them all. We got our notes, our questionnaire, lead reports, visual logs. We have all that. And I'm kind of glad that I do this because I get phone calls from many people asking about cases and what I've done and how I fixed them and blah blah blah. And I can't remember them all. I remember the big ones.
Yeah.
But I got to go back to the case file. But now I don't know. You tell me if you agree with this or not. Does there seem to be an over documentation of evidence nowadays? In the form of between faking it. There is no cookie brownie. They didn't have them today. I ordered Domino's for dinner. He wants his cookie.
No.
That's your mother's dinner. Go away. Go. He's probably hungry right now.
I want the cookie now.
They didn't have it. What do you do? We'll get you something. We'll get you. I'll get you a cook. Go grab the cookies off the stove. Kitchen. Jeez. Forgive me, folks. My kid's hungry. He wants Domino's cookie brownie. That's his favorite thing. He won't eat anything else. He'll eat a cookie brownie. So just give me a minute.
I feel it.
Oh, there we go.
They do.
Cookie brownie. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're good. Now he's eating a double chocolate chip cookie.
These are good.
What is it?
Pork rinds.
Ugh, I can't stand pork rinds. I ate them once. I ended up spitting them out. Okay, so anyway, going back to what I said. Sorry about that. Going back to what I said. It seems today, in form of videoing everything, everybody documents every little stupid thing being paranormal. I mean,
the lights flickered.
Yeah, my lights flicker all the time. Although, actually, You know what's funny? Remember when I told you that my lights in my living room was flickering?
Uh-huh.
Stopped.
It stopped?
It stopped. I blessed the house, and it stopped. Okay. Guess it was paranormal. But I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Facts, yeah, exactly. And with that over documentation comes the TV shows, or not TV shows, YouTube shows, and people watch these shows and expect this is what it's going to be, but you don't realize is half these people are faking stuff, so they're documenting fake evidence. And you're watching it and you're falling for it. What? I got nothing to say about that, unfortunately. Well, I do, but nothing I can say live. What do you think?
I just say I don't watch it. I don't watch any of it.
I was watching.
I need to leave it open.
Oh, leave it open. You hear this? Leave it open. You know what? I'm taking a cookie for myself before he eats it all. Go put it back on the table.
There you go.
Yeah?
Right there. And that's not going to be your dinner. Anyway. When I document a case, yeah, I know. Well, you know what? If he goes on a sugar high, he'll fall asleep tonight. He'll stay asleep tonight instead of winding up in our bed. But so when I do a case, I mean, I don't go, okay, we're back. I don't know, the internet's being funky. And I'm not talking about going to a location, a location that's been on TV and stuff, because those I don't document. I don't document those. To me, that's a fun, that's just a fun screw around, investigation. But if I do catch a good EVP or an apparition, I'll keep it, but I'm not gonna, go ballistic over it. I'd rather go ballistic over somebody EVP I got in somebody's house, which I should upload. Well, I had it saved on my Facebook page, on my Facebook Messenger. It was a good EVP, but when I got hacked, I lost it.
Oh no.
And so, but we start out with an email or a phone call, and right now I have 11 messages. Probably 8 of them are people calling for cases. There's another one. So we start out with the phone call, the email. Then what we do, because we record everything for evidentiary purposes. Yes, I used the big word evidentiary. Redneck used the big word. Yay! Wait. Yay! We'll do a Zoom, Google Meet, Zoom, whatever you want to call it, meeting. Record that.
Mm-hmm.
So if we need to, we can go back. And it's helped because we have a case in upstate New York that it's changed. Going from here to here to here to this person did this is what it is, blah, 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 to a naked photo of her being texted to me, and she's probably watching, but no, she's not watching. Oh, whatever. I don't care. But it changes, and that's how we disseminate over, yes, another big word, whether it's a real case or if it's a mental health case.
Yeah.
Because we deal with mental health. It's kind of ironic, considering the heavy stuff I used to do. Yep. But I do. Don't mind me eating a cookie. Like I said, I'm going to eat a cookie before the kid eats it all.
I'm stuffing my mouth, so they're going to watch me stuff my mouth the whole time I'm on here. Don't worry. You'll be all right.
So then after that, we'll figure out what's going on, or what we're going to do. And we either go to the case or we continue to, like the one in upstate New York, we held off for a month because she said she wasn't taking her medicine. She got a history of mental health. And I wanted to see if this was true. Now, I still not 100%. I'm not even 50-50 that it's paranormal, but because she's bribing us. But anyway, I talked to her therapist, and her therapist seemed very rehearsed.
Oh.
Yeah. So what did I do? Took my little pen, got my paper, and I wrote it down. I documented it. Because I'm going to tell you something I learned a long time ago. And this is going back over, 20-something years ago. I learned this. Legally, if it's not written down, it did not happen. I learned that when I was in EMT school. Because in EMT school, we got to document everything, Person got, well, you can't document everything, but, you document the call. And if certain things happen, you kind of fudge it, leave it out a little bit. Like when you accidentally drop an oxygen bottle on a patient's head. Because you spit in your face. I don't know what happened. And I was grabbing it from my partner, and it slipped.
Right?
His head just happened to be there. Anyway. But yeah. If it's not written down, it didn't happen. I think the wife's home. Nope, maybe not. Anyway. Not written down, it didn't happen. If it's written down, now it becomes a piece of evidence in a court of law.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I have all kinds of forms for them to sign. Let me read you. Let me get my dinner out of the way here. I can't tell you how many forms I have. I have. Let's see. I have an exorcism release of liability form for if we have an exorcism does have to be performed. We have that taken care of right away because we explain all that. We have a release of liability form. I have permission to investigate for wherever it is. I don't know, somewhere in this mess. Permission to investigate. I have a
permission for property.
Yeah, permission to investigate the property. Permit video and audio and social media permission to post it if we don't. Now, just because I make them sign that doesn't mean I'm going to post every piece of evidence on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Well, I'm probably going YouTube.
Yeah.
But just because. But I'm not going to sit there and post the entire investigation. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 40, I don't know. Just because they have that written down. A lot of teams do that. They post it. Now a lot of these teams are, I hope at least they're doing it right. They're getting people to sign these forms and stuff like that. But
I don't know.
I can only speak for myself, but
yep.
I make people sign them because I don't want them to get pulled into a court of law. And if I do, I can say, look, here's permission. We are not held responsible. They knew the risks going into it. And that's it.
Yep.
The cookies are still there. So, but in today's day and age, I don't know. When I started doing this 20-something years ago, there really wasn't no YouTube or Paraflix or you did it because you either wanted to help people or you wanted to answer the question of mystery.
Yes.
You
just wanted to prove that it was real.
Yeah. Of course you had those people, oh, it's not real, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm sorry, but when you got a Civil War soldier that disappears on your video, explain that.
Oh, yeah.
In fact,
the best evidence for that are for tourists that weren't planning on doing anything, and it's like, bam.
Well, even with events at the Joseph Turner House, I made everybody sign a waiver saying what we do is dangerous. We will be in the dark. You fall and get hurt, it's on you. You understand the risks. Yep. And that you cannot sue us. You cannot sue the Turner House. You can't sue whoever owns the Turner House. Everything is on you. So you want to participate, that's fine. But you take all the liability.
Yep.
I don't know about you. I've gotten hurt on cases, investigations where I've walked into walls or smacked my head on a pipe I didn't see.
Uh-huh.
That hurt. And no, it did not knock any sense into me. I added to my concussion list. Yes, for those that don't know, I've had three or four concussions in my life. One of them was because of my own mother. I was pitching to my mother, and my mother hit a line drive straight at me. Didn't get my glove fast enough, and now I have a dent in my head.
Oh,
yeah, caught me right in the side.
Oh man.
Maybe that explains the way I am. Huh. Interesting. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. What does everybody think about, all this over documentation of evidence? I mean, God, I can't tell you. I get people sending me stuff all the time because they took a picture and there's an orb in the picture. Or it's dust. Half the time it's dust or a bug.
Yep.
No, I documented this. No, you just documented a bug flying through the house. And even orbs, I don't consider orbs anything other than energy. They're just balls of energy. They're not. They're nothing to me anyway. I don't even consider them evidence. What I do consider evidence is flashing on a video. That is a true orb. I call that a true orb. But every once in a while, you get the rain shower orbs, like that one case in Westminster, PA, that I showed. I think I sent that to you, or the picture to you, or showed you. Or
yeah, I remember it.
That was kind of, hard to explain. But in fact, I still can't explain it. Yep, there goes another one.
Popular.
Oh, my phone, it does that. You know what's funny? I have no control over the website right now. Either website right now, but yet I'm still getting emails.
I go potty.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Okay, good. Phew, crisis averted. We're in the middle of potty training. So when he says he peed,
Yay.
that means, uh-oh. Yes, we made it in the potty. Although it's pretty funny that he goes running to the bathroom holding his butt. So if you're coming out of here in the kitchen and you see him running in, it's just funny. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just looking for something to bitch about. Who knows?
Yeah. No, and then you're right with the over documentation.
Yeah.
We don't need everything. Like your husband's storing and you're saying it's a demon. That doesn't work. But there's a child coming out of his nose.
Nose whistling. Oh God. The sad thing is, I've had people tell me that. There's a demon. I have a demon in my house. How do you know? I heard a growl. Okay. When did you hear this growl? Oh, right before dinner. Or I was sleeping.
Yeah, your belly.
Okay, maybe somebody was hungry and your stomach was growling. I hear it. I hear it every night too. It comes from my wife.
Right?
I mean, it blows me out of bed. And then to add to it, I got the little stinker that does it too.
Right? Little stinker.
Yeah. So I mean, although some of the things that come out of him could be if a demon was there, it ain't there no more. But do I document it? No.
Nope.
I could just see writing it down. I could just see writing it down. Someone went to the bathroom. Demon ran away. Exactly.
Portal was activated while flushing.
Flush portal down toilet.
Man.
New portal activated. Flush demon down toilet. That's like the time I sent you the email off your website. Help! There's strange noises coming out of my toilet. Yeah. I had something to say and I forgot what I was going to say. Crap. What was I going to say? I completely lost my train of thought.
I know.
I hate when this happens. It happens too often. I'm getting old. We're going to be 40 this year. Yes, I know. Are you kidding me? Look at all the freaking gray hair I got. I'm starting to look like a skunk.
Oh my god.
I got a patch there. I got a
Mhm.
patch up here. I told Sandy about it. She points
You're
at it. She
fine.
points at it. I said, no, it's you too. But
Oh,
yeah, I completely lost my train of thought now. Documenting evidence. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So
what?
going back to the documenting thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a team, you're a paranormal team, and you're in a case, doing a residential case or whatever, and you're way over your head, and you can't handle the case. Do not go to a demonologist or an exorcist or somebody that can handle the case without evidence. It must be documented. And I could probably speak for all demonologists and exorcists on this one, because a lady in Florida texted me. She's got a case, and she says it's demonic. I said, okay. What are the details? What kind of evidence did you get? Didn't hear back from her for a couple of days, and we didn't investigate it. I'm in Florida, and the case is in Toronto.
Then why would she come to you? Why wouldn't she go to somewhere in Toronto?
That's what I said. There's got to be somebody closer than me.
Yep. Even New York.
Not even that. I'm sorry, but I'm not crossing the Canadian border unless I'm going into the woods and I'm going to go shoot something. Like an elk or a bear or a deer or something. I'm not crossing the Canadian border unless I'm going hunting. And I'm not talking ghost hunting. I'm talking with my gun or my bow. Yeah. So I said gun. Sorry. Pew pew. That's number one. Number two, I don't have a passport. And I'm not because I would literally have to take a week off of work for that. And I'm not doing that. I'm not losing a week's pay for that. You want me to come up there, you're gonna have to pay me to come up there. That is the one time I will charge you. And because I sure as hell ain't using my vacation at work for that. I'm sorry, but if I can't turn it in weekend, I'm not coming. At least not right now anyway.
Nope.
You want me to you want me to come in, then come, to a different state other than like where I service, the tri-state area up here. Then start donating, people. The only way it's gonna happen. Or I'm gonna start charging you for certain things. And we were discussing this. I was discussing this with my psychologist, the psychologist, the other night about this, and we're working on a few things that we might be able to charge for, or I should say, get donations for through church. But gas is getting expensive. Gas, I filled it up. I filled my truck up today. It cost me $75, and that was only at 3/4 of a tank. I had a quarter tank left. When I go to we're closer to 100. And gas was like $3.75 for regular, and $4 is over $4 for everything else. And so, either that or I'm gonna convert my car to methane. But number one, you're in Florida. Why would you take a case in Toronto? I mean, I get you want to help people. I've helped people over the phone across the country, or through the internet and stuff. But Why? Isn't there a team up there? That can document the activity. I
Probably
just
that guy that likes to send out the emails, and now he's saying he's in Toronto. Help! I'm being possessed by all these demons. It's a generational curse.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Well, I mean,
He's my favorite.
actually, no. It sounded interesting. Let me see if I can find the message. It sounded like an interesting case. A good case. Here it is. I've investigated her room 14 years. I currently have a case in Toronto that needs an exorcist. They'll pay travel and whatever. They moved into the house, and they all got mad at, I guess, her client. Everybody got mad at her client. They're being oppressed. They're, in her opinion, demonic earthbound spirits. Well, that's demons can't walk the earth, so. And they say aliens. Although we both know they're liars. They're tormented 24/7. They communicate through their minds. Demons can't do that. And now it's affecting their children. And I actually didn't really give this too much thought when I was reading this, because as soon as I saw Toronto, I said no. So bear with me here. She moved from her house to her mom's house, and I guess it followed her, trying to get her to kill herself. She's had a mental health clearance. She's had a Skype session with Bill Bean. She says they need to physically exorcise the original house and her mom's house, then exorcise her and possibly her daughters. They believe it's the only way. I said, and I asked this, is there any evidence? And she says there is. That's my only issue. To be totally honest, she hadn't sent it to me yet.
Oh.
Then, okay, just because, number one, I'm not going to go to Toronto based on somebody who sent you evidence. We've already had a case like that in West Virginia, and it's mental health. It was a mental health case. Yeah. Which I think I got it scheduled for later on in the month or next month or something like that. If not, I will have it scheduled because I do want to talk about that. Because that's a case that I think everybody needs to at least keep in the back of our minds. But
are you going to have everybody that was involved in that one? Like the craziness? Is it the crazy case?
Yeah. Oh, my lights just flickered. Documented paranormal activity.
I know, mine did too earlier. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. And
no, probably not. Probably not, because that case, she's had so many teams, and this was the case, the one we were talking about last week. She's had so many people, teams, and she's talked to. It's an interesting case, and it leads a lot to her psychosis. Or at least I believe. Don't quote me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever. But I do have a basic understanding of this stuff. I have dealt with this stuff through my years as an EMT. Usually it was me fighting with the person because they attacked me.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm playing with your backpack. Okay. And eating a cookie.
I'm coming to get a cookie.
Yeah, he's got his shark backpack. Oh, he's gone. I'll be stocking up on cookies. That one, it's an interesting case. It really is.
Yeah.
But she sent all this evidence that she took. She claims there's all kinds of EVPs and stuff like that. Basically, it was her cell phone looking at the wall the whole time. I didn't hear no EVPs. I've seen this evidence numerous times. I've sent it to other people. They said there's nothing there. There's one video in that clip, in that evidence that could be something.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. And you can't get in touch with the team because the team doesn't get in touch, doesn't answer you back. I've tried in the past, and they won't answer you back. So, what are you supposed to do?
Nothing.
I'm 10 hours from that case. I'm not driving 10 hours for a mental health case. I don't even want to drive an hour for one. So when it comes to documenting activity, teams have to document. If you're doing a residential case, you got to document this stuff professionally, not just, hey, we went in, we did an investigation. We saw this. We saw this, and we saw somebody fart on the FLIR. You gotta write stuff down, document. Actually, speaking of that, I gotta take care. I gotta do that case. I just realized that. It's like firefighters, EMTs, cops, nurses. Anybody in that field, you'll understand this because, you got to document everything. If an ambulance goes to pick you up, they're going to document what medications you take, maybe not when you take it, but the dosages, because the doctor did at the hospital. Because if you don't have it, he puts you on a medication that counteracts what you're doing, you could go into cardiac arrest.
Mm-hmm.
And all that would have been solved if you would have just documented it. So this is just like that. Document what is going on, whether it be video, audio, handwriting, or these days computer, whatever it is. I do hard copies because I don't trust computers. But I do have a file on the computer for it. But what? Excuse me. But you gotta document this stuff. I mean, I'm not taking a case unless it's documented. Well, I'm not. Call me an asshole, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing your work. I shouldn't have to. I got my own documentation cases to do.
Nope.
Half my cases are doing nothing anyway. But I can't do your work for you because you don't want to do it. Because you're more interested in making a documentary or doing some kind of filming and making YouTube videos, and if you don't want people to contact you about residential cases, don't have a public profile. Don't have a public what's the word I'm looking for? Presence.
Yeah.
I never thought. Let me tell you something. When I got back into this, I never thought I was going to be doing what I'm doing right now. I thought I was just going to be happy-go-lucky, just, hey, let's go here, let's go there, Nope. First case back, possession. Right then I knew. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Right?
We're going down a different road. I documented it. And in fact, you can actually see the video. Yeah. You can actually see one of the videos that I took. Actually, one of the only videos that I took because the cameras wouldn't work and stuff. And I had this video with myself. I took this with my cell phone, so it's a crappy video, but it's on YouTube, on New Jersey Ghost Detectives YouTube. And it's the possessee, I should say.
Oh.
Walking over rocks barefoot and just walking over the rocks. And her husband, well, then fiance, went after her and she snapped out of it. Whatever had a hold of her, let her go. And on the way back, you can hear her, ow, 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 walking over the rocks again, because that's the only way to get to their stairs is to go through the stones.
Yeah.
And you hear ow, 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 and stuff like that. I mean, she was barefoot over rocks, and we're talking like 3/4 inch stone. So, that hurts.
It does hurt
That hurts.
real bad.
How do you explain that? I showed it to a number of different people who said I was crazy, and I said, okay, watch the video first. They watched the video. I said, okay, explain it.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And it was just one of those. I documented it. I mean, it's a crappy video, but cell phone video at night. But
I remember seeing it.
yeah. If I can find it, maybe one of these days if I can get it on here somehow, I can figure out how to put it on here, cut it,
That'd be cool.
do something I can show. But just go to New Jersey Ghost Detectives page, YouTube page. I doubt it's on Facebook anymore. If it is, it's on my old profile, which is long gone. I'm not looking for it now. But I documented it all. That case file is this freaking thick. I got pictures, and it just doesn't have to be video. I got pictures of scratches all over her. I've got video on the computer. I've got EVPs on the computer. One of them we were talking about her miscarriage, and you hear the entity laughing.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's a clear laugh. So, but I documented it because I knew if it was going to turn into full-on exorcism, we were going to need that evidence. Of course, the Catholic Church told me I was nuts and didn't want anything to do with me, but okay, whatever. I'll just do it. We just did it ourselves. It's typical of the Catholic Church. That's why I do what I do in the Order of Exorcists. So.
Yeah.
But
nope,
that's not the wife. But yeah, that's what I got.
I'm with you on that. Like, documentation is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Should always have paper, notebook.
Yeah, you gotta bring somebody else in. What are you gonna do? Oh, this person's possessed. They went under possession in front of me. Okay. Where's the evidence? Well,
exactly. Always have a watch that works.
Yeah.
Pen.
Call me back. Call me back when you have the evidence. Call me back when you have something to show me. And then we'll talk. Until then, I like I said, gas is expensive. Hotels are expensive. We went up to the last hotel I paid for it was $300 a night. Yeah, $300 a night. It was a nice place. Don't get me wrong; it was worth the $300, but still, I mean, even just like a Hojo is now close to $100 a night.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's like $89, $90, something like that. But with taxes, it's like you get over $100.
Yep.
You can't. I remember when I was a kid, we used to go down to Virginia, and it used to cost my parents for a week in a cottage $1,000. Now you're looking almost $2,500 to $3,000 just for that cottage. That doesn't include gas, food, and whatever else you want to do while you're on vacation for the week. God, I miss that place. I miss that place so much. Yeah.
Might be a good place to go.
Oh, it's a great place to go. It really is. It's Chincoteague, Virginia. You know, if you're
Gotcha. I've been there.
yeah, we used to go there all the time. We used to go down there for the pony swim. We actually rented a boat one year, and we watched the pony. We watched the horses go right through the water. That stuff.
Oh wow!
I actually jumped in. Was taking a swim. I actually was swimming in the channel.
Nice.
A bunch of jellyfish and got out. You know, I caught a stingray in the Assateague Channel.
Did you?
I did. I was just actually it was my brother that caught it, but I helped reel it in, and we got it to the surface, and just as it's coming out of the water, the line broke. Like, really?
Oh.
Like, come on. They got some monster crabs down there. Me and my cousin one time we caught this monster crab, and it wouldn't get out of the trap. And it finally let go, and it fell out, and we were chasing it. We were chasing it around the bank until it literally just kind of walked off the bank back into the water. I'm like, oh, there goes dinner.
Oh my god!
But did we document it? Yes. Yes, because my mother had the camera, the video camera, and yes, it is on video of us chasing the crab. But yeah. Uh-oh. He's getting frustrated with something. But yeah.
Uh-oh.
But, I mean, documentation is key in anything today. Anything.
Yes.
You must document. I can't say it enough. Because if you don't have
Even
evidence.
at your job.
Yeah, well, some of the things I do at work, I don't want to document.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I got accused I got blamed for a tanker overflowing yesterday. I mean, they were filling it. It wasn't me. You know. But you must document. Yeah, you just can't. You know. I'm not doing your work for you. I'm really not. Hell, half the time I don't even want to do my own work.
Right?
You know? Some of these ones I get, it's just like, why? Like I have, and I'm not knocking this, but I have a case in Oregon. She wants an exorcism. I told her no. Because one, there's no evidence. 2, she won't do what I asked her to do. 3, she's got congestive heart failure, and her heart's only working 10%.
Oh.
So what did I do? Documented the whole conversation. I have it on video. I don't have it on video. I have it on recording on my phone. I had it on speaker when I talked to her, and I told her, I said, I need all this. I need a clearance from your cardiologist, number 1. I need your regular doctor to prove a physical, and I need your mental health clearance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the biggest thing, I'm not even worried about mental health or the other one. I'm worried about the physical. I'm worried about the cardiologist, because I told her you need to get a stress test before we do anything.
Yeah.
You know, because your heart's going to be under a massive amount of stress if you're truly possessed, which the likelihood of it is not. You know, but even still in a minor or a deliverance, your heart rate still goes up if you're really got something there. You know, so that's all I need is her to die in the middle of any deliverance or exorcism or whatever, you know. And then, I mean, granted, we're supposed to have a medical officer there, but I can't find anybody who wants to do this, so I act as the medical officer, and now I have a nurse on my team, so that works out very well.
That does work out very well.
You know, so, but you know, and then we take vitals, and but you got to document it. And I sent an email to Bishop Ron about it. I said I'm not doing it. Even if I could get out there, I told her, I said, you got to come out here. I cannot get out there. This was no planting season, so I couldn't even leave the state.
No.
But and she didn't want to come. In fact, she one of the messages on the machine here is from her, and I just haven't called her back because the last time I talked to her, she got pissy with me, and I told her, I said, well, when you calm down, you call me, and I just haven't had time to call her back, But I documented it. I wrote it down. I wrote it in the file, and I just you don't know what you're walking into.
No.
We went to a case.
No.
We went to a case in Irvington. The guy pulled a gun. Luckily, because I know the area of the crime. Well, luckily, I was prepared. But the owner of the house, it was like a 3-floor, I want to say shithole.
Yeah.
Smell of cats and piss everywhere. Ugh. I'm glad we didn't do this one. This dude pulled a gun. We called the cops. Luckily, though, I was smart. I had my gun in my backpack. So as soon as he pulled his, I pulled mine.
Yeah.
Okay? I ain't going down without no fight. I'm telling you that right now. As soon as I pulled mine, he dropped his. So luckily it didn't go any further than that. But you don't know what you're walking into. But I did write it down, and I called the police department. I told them what happened. Of course, they didn't send a cop out, but you gotta love it. Guy pulls a gun. Yeah. We'll get somebody there. Because they got bigger shit to worry. Unless bullets are flying, they ain't coming. But I documented it in the file, and we were not going back there. I told her, I said, unless you come to us, we're not going back to Irvington. Anytime I get a case that way, I find somebody else because I don't want. Listen, I've been shot at in these urban cities in New Jersey here. Okay, for no reason. Pulled up in an ambulance and bullets started flying.
That's crazy.
It wasn't even no cops. It was just I was there for non-emergency transport. Take somebody to dialysis, and bullets start flying. Like, are you kidding me? He's lucky I didn't have a gun at the time. But I don't want to do these urban cases. I really don't, because half of them are probably going to have get shot or bullets flying my way again. That's not fun. But will I document it? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. But anyway, that's an hour.
Oh, that's an hour.
It's been an hour. Wow. Why does time fly? I don't get why does time fly when you're just kind of BSing and you're just sitting there looking at the clock? It doesn't fly. Why is that? I heard the best way to find ghosts is to get a brown.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
A great day with black spots. Yeah.
He finds humans that are monsters.
Yeah. Actually, dogs are good for investigating. They can sense. Well, I'm going to open that up to just all animals. Years ago, I used to go to Gettysburg a lot with my horse and ride the trails and stuff. And, my horse, this was before paranormal, but I knew, I wasn't into it like I am now, but me and my friend, we were riding out and pick a charge. All of a sudden, our horses just stopped dead. Stood there for a second, turned around, and hauled ass back to the campground. We couldn't even, there was no stopping.
Nice.
You know, and it was a cool experience. Would I do it again? Hell yeah. You know,
Very cool.
but that's been an hour. Next week we have a real treat for you. Next week we're gonna have the parents of one of the cases we worked in upstate New York that ended up being in position with Deliverance.
Oh.
Yep. They did it. This was one case I actually turned over to the Roman Catholic Church up there because I just couldn't give it the attention it needed because we were 5 hours away. So I would have been flying there, flying back, or taking the train there, taking the train back. But you'll hear all that. You know, you'll hear their testimony. I might even bring the doll that I removed. I might bring her on. I have to think about that one because we haven't investigated it other than in the house, and we really didn't get much off it in the house, but I have to see.
No.
But yeah, so next week is going to be a very interesting show. Possession of a 16-year-old girl.
Huh.
How about you leave the doll with? I've had stuff I've removed on here. Remember Annabelle, my homicidal doll?
Mm-hmm.
I removed.
Yep.
You would never even think because that doll had one owner. That doll had one owner throughout the years. So how it had an attachment, I have no idea. We tried to find out, and we'll have it on again. We'll investigate it again, but you know, I don't know if I'm gonna bring that one here, but I don't know. We'll see. I might bring it. I might bring it home with me.
This might.
Yeah. Well, when I brought it home, I didn't get it into the storage unit yet. It locked my keys in my truck.
Oh.
My wife distracted me. I never pulled the keys out. I closed the door. Next thing you know, I hear click. I'm like, okay, what the hell? Right? And I'm feeling around for my keys. Nope. She goes to the passenger side. Your keys are in the ignition. Yeah. She locked my keys in the truck. So I'm gonna have to take some precautions there. But yeah, maybe I'll bring her on and see. But
Sounds good.
yeah. So on that note, I gotta go see what my kid's doing because he's been unattended for an hour.
I gotta finish cleaning.
The cookies are still here, so he's not munching on them. So not to mention I gotta put my sermon together and all that. So for this week, so folks, be here tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow. I want to be here tomorrow. That's fine. I know Tara won't be here either. See you next Friday at 7:00. You can watch it on Facebook, my Facebook, New Jersey Ghost Detectives Facebook, the church Facebook, New Jersey Ghost Detectives YouTube, my personal YouTube, which I don't want to give you, the church YouTube, and I have it on Twitch, but we can do something else. But I'm working on put another YouTube page, which would be Reverend Dan Todd. And so you'll be able to watch him there. All right. See everybody next week, 7:00 Friday night. Bye.
See ya.